Hello, my friends. It's Friday. It's Feel Good Friday. I am so excited. How are you? How are you feeling? How did your week go? Did you get through the week unscathed? I hope that you did. I know some weeks are more of a challenge than others. So, if you're sliding into home base on this Friday and you're feeling it in your bones, then I am sending you big hugs and lots of love because I know the feeling. It's so funny to see. Jones logged in as me. It says Sara Ellis Designs and she says, "Hey, beautiful." Which is kind of funny because I should be saying that to myself, right? I should be giving myself as much love as I'm giving you guys. That's so cute. I love it. She says, "LOL, why am I you?" Just go with it. Just go with it. It's all good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am feeling much, much better, guys. Thank you so much. So I got my second shot earlier this week. Was feeling a little bleh, but I'm feeling 110% better. Oh, it's Kathy. It's not Joan. That's even funnier. I love it. That's hysterical. Oh my gosh. So Kathy is me today. That cracks me up. That's so funny. Facebook is so weird. I'm telling you, you guys. Facebook is so weird. And I have so many people on my team and so many different people in different like little facets of all of the groups and the business page. And it's like, it's no wonder Facebook has like a complete connection with us because it doesn't know up, down, left, right, who it is. You never can tell. That's so funny. Colleen demands that I call myself beautiful at least 100 times a day. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Oh, so Stephanie says she can't stay long. Well, Stephanie, that's okay. I actually need to keep this one kind of short myself because I actually have an errand to run directly after this. I'm not going to rush through or anything. I just, as soon as I'm done, I got to go, but I'll be back because I've got another live tonight at 8 p.m. in the paid group for all of you who are a part of that. Thank you for being a part of that. All of you who are not, thank you for not being. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I love all of you equally. I don't discriminate. So anyway, let's see. What's going on today? So it is Feel Good Friday, which means that we are doing fast and easy, but beautiful jewelry that you can either purchase the kits in my Etsy shop to recreate the pieces, or you can use things from your own stash to recreate. It is more than anything a little bit of inspiration and also a little extra change in my pocket to help me continue to grow and build the Sara Ellis Designs community. Let's see. I've got crowns this week because a lot of you know I got a lot of Facebook groups, and one of my Facebook groups is the Straighten Your Crown group, which is not a jewelry related group, but it is a community support group for all the things in life. Good things, bad things, ugly things, hard things, easy things, celebrations, all of those things. And so I thought that it would be a wonderful way to kind of feed that community by creating some pieces that have some crowns included in them. So I've got 2 pairs of really easy earrings that are absolutely gorgeous. I also have an easy necklace for you guys. And after that, I'm actually going to re-show a kit that you guys have seen before. And the reason behind that is because in my Etsy shop, I actually have I've got a pretty big stock of some of the kits that are in the shop. And I really kind of need to move those kits out to bring new kits in. And since I wasn't feeling super great this week and didn't have a chance to really put together a ton of kits for you guys, I thought this would be a great opportunity to kind of push the kits that are already there a little bit. So if there is a kit that's in my shop that you've had your eye on for a while, this weekend is probably going to be the best time for you to get it, because I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that everybody gets what they want out of the shop this weekend and we make some room for some new things. So that's kind of where my mind is at, and that's all just kind of fingers crossed, because who knows, sometimes sales are good, sometimes sales are bad. That's just business, right? So yeah. Let's see. I feel like there's something else I need to tell you guys, but I really don't feel like there is. I think more than anything, it's just an update to the Hardwired group that there is going to be a question and answer session tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure that if you can make it, to come to that. Are these going to be kits in my shop? They are kits in my shop. Everything I'm showing you today are kits in my shop. So 3 of them are brand new, and 1 of them is a remake because it was a restock because it sold out really quickly and some of you wanted it again. So I restocked it, and that's the bird's nest pendants. Remember the bird's nest that we do with the wire? So I've restocked that with 3 different kinds of beads. So one of them is the Amazonite beads. Those are the little beads that go inside the nest. That's the original design that we did. You can get them with white jade beads instead, or you can get them with sodalite beads instead. And the sodalite and the white jade, they actually have a different color crystal bead that goes with them. So definitely want to take a look at those if you're interested in a different color palette for those. But I'm going to re-show you how to make those little wire nests because they're fun and they're easy and everybody could use a refresher, especially seeing as how it's a restock in the shop. So there you go. Okay, let's get down to business, shall we? Let's take a stroll down onto the mat. All right, so what we've got today, guys, and I'm telling you, when I say easy, that's what I mean. Like, I was not feeling great this week. So as far as these projects are concerned, they are super, super easy. So I have 2 really easy but gorgeous pairs of earrings with crowns. So I have the antique brass version. So you'll have an antique brass little crown, a beautiful freshwater pearl, and a Swarovski bicone, and of course your ear wire. You've got all the things that you need to create this. We're going to make the mate to this one. And then I also have it in silver. So a little silver crown, a button pearl, a button freshwater pearl that is that kind of beautiful blue, purple, peacocky kind of flash, and a blue Swarovski bicone with it. So those are the 2 earrings that are available in the shop. 2 different colorways, both with pearls and crystals. I'm going to put these together because they're like super easy, right? Super easy, but I needed to give myself a break this week. So that's what I did. Now, bring in all our little supplies here. We're just going to pop these together real quick, and then I'm going to show you a quick necklace and we'll do our bird's nest. Okay. All right. So easy peasy pumpkin squeezy with these. So I'm going to do the antique brass one first. I'm going to take the eye pin, and in these kits, the eye pins are very, very thin, and I chose those to be thin intentionally because we're using freshwater pearls. And a lot of times the drill hole for a freshwater pearl is very tiny. So we needed some very, very thin eye pins for these. So I'm just going to very carefully walk open that loop on the bottom of our eye pin. Don't pull it apart. Remember, you want to treat it just like you would a jump ring. So it's just that kind of lateral twist. And then we're going to thread on our little crown, and we are going to close that back, just twisting back the other direction. Okay, super easy. Just make sure you get a good closure on that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to just thread on my beads because it's that simple. We're going to thread on one of these gorgeous freshwater pearls. We're going to thread on a little daisy spacer because I love to include little spacers. And then last but not least is our little Swarovski bicone. And it's a squatty bicone. It's shaped a little bit different than the blue one, but they're both Swarovski. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to do a wrapped loop at the top, and then we will attach our ear wire. And it's really that quick and easy. Like, these are super quick and easy. Okay. So I'm going to bend the wire over the top barrel of my chain nose pliers. I've already got that space in place, so I can come in with my round nose pliers, and I'm going to take that wire up and over the top barrel of the pliers. Now notice I don't move the tool, I'm only moving the wire, okay? But now at this point I do have to move the tool because in order to close up my loop, I need to move this bottom barrel of the pliers. So I'm just going to kind of rotate my pliers to take that wire over to the other side. And then I'm going to wire wrap in the space between our loop and the top of our bead. And then the only thing that's left is just our ear wire. And these are so pretty. They're simple, but elegant, right? But, you know, pearls can be worn with anything. So when I say elegant, don't think that doesn't mean I'm not going to rock these with my blue jeans, because I promise I'm gonna. And you should too, right? Little sparkle and pearls with your blue jeans is always fashionable. Okay. So there's our little earring. It's super easy, but so cute, and definitely appropriate if you're part of our crown group. If you're not part of our crown group, it's still nice to consider yourself royalty, right? So I think they appeal to everybody. So I'm just going to open up my ear wire, thread on, and close that back. And those are complete. And they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Love those. Love those, love those. Pearls do go with everything. I agree. All right, so that's the antique brass ones. Let's put together the silver colored ones real quick. And it's exactly the same steps. Like, it doesn't get any easier than this, right? We're going to open up that wire or that loop right at the bottom. We're going to thread on our crown. I don't think I opened that up nearly wide enough. Okay, thread on your crown, and then be sure you close that back. Okay, so there's our silver crown. We're going to thread on our button pearls. So these are shaped a little bit differently. Some of them are kind of flat on the back, but that's because they're button pearls. But I couldn't resist this color, so I was like, well, it's okay. They're round on the front, so that's all that matters to me, right? The color is gorgeous. So I'm going to put down another little daisy spacer and then a Swarovski bicone in blue to bring out the blue from that pearl. It's coming across really gray on camera, but I promise you, these are really, really iridescent in person. They have that blue and purple flash to them. That's really, really beautiful. All right, so same thing again. We're going to just do I had to exit out and then bring it back in. So this is going to happen in two parts. I didn't move much further though, because we were frozen. So goodness gracious, the internet is just not kind sometimes. Fridays are really hard on Facebook. So, all right, I'm just going to keep going, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed that everybody comes back and that we continue to have internet connection. So thanks for being patient, guys. I don't know what I lost internet again. It's coming and going, which is really strange. Uh-oh, lost me again. Hopefully it's back. Hi, Christy. Christy, are we streaming again? Janice, hi. So it looks like our numbers are coming back up. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Facebook is at it again. I agree. Such a pain. Come on, Facebook. Okay, so I did the wrapped loop on the top of this guy. I'm going to go ahead and attach the ear wire to this one. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the necklace. And we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that we continue to have internet. All right, so there are the blue ones. Oh, that one's got a little spot on it. Look how pretty. They're so pretty. They even have a flash of green to them. Like, I'm so obsessed with this color pearl. I wish that I had just like strands and strands of pearls in that color, because they are so different. They're really, really different. They have that iridescent to them that just does not show up on camera. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Trudy. Hi, Sandra. Glad everybody's back. Hi, Cynthia. And Kathy and me. All right, so these are the two pairs of the crown earrings that are in the shop. Really, really beautiful. So if you're interested in those, grab them. I think there are several of these in the shop, so I don't think there is any risk that they're going to sell out immediately, but hopefully everybody that wants some will be able to grab them. Okay. All right, so we've done our two earrings. Now we're going to do our necklace, and the necklace is just as easy, if not easier. Okay. So the necklace comes with some chain. You've got plenty of chain here to work with. And then the rest of this necklace also contains a crown. So we've got a crown charm. We have this beautiful Baroque check glass. How beautiful is that? So pretty. you've got a little bail, and you've got your hardware. So this one is super easy to put together too, but is so pretty, like it really doesn't need much else. So you're gonna go ahead, if your bail that you get in your kit is closed, you just want to come in with your chain nose pliers and just kind of spread it open nice and wide so that you can attach it to your pendant. So you are just going to pop that right on the pendant, and then you just want to squeeze it back together. And you can use your nylon jaw pliers to do that. You can use your regular pliers. Just be careful not to mark up the metal when you do, but you just want to squeeze the two sides. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing here. I'm going to squeeze the two sides together, and that is going to top off your pendant. Now, you could use a jump ring here if you wanted to, but I will caution you, I would use the bail instead of a jump ring, just because the jump ring that you would need to use would need to be pretty small, as far as like not gauge, or I'm sorry, not millimeters, but gauge. In order to clear the side of this pendant, you're going to need like probably like a 24 gauge jump ring, which is really, really thin. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's why I included the bail, because I thought the bails were just easier to use. All right, so then all you're going to do next is you're just going to take one of your 6mm jump rings between two pairs of pliers. You're going to walk that open. You're going to thread it on somewhere between the points on your crown, and then you just want to thread on the top part of your bail, and you want to close that back. Okay, so now you've got a crown. You're very royal with your little crown, and you've got your gorgeous pendant hanging from it. And then the only thing that's left to do really is just to thread this onto our chain and add our hardware to the bottom. And I won't even add the jump rings or the I was so afraid it was never going to come back. Oh my gosh, you guys, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Yeah, Facebook is having a day today. Okay, whew. Cross your fingers. We'll get through this last pendant, and then I agree with that. I will definitely agree with that. Okay, so earrings, quick necklace, makes a great gift. I'm going to put together the bird's nest pendant. Come on, play nice today. I'm going to come in with my chain nose ply, or I'm sorry, my round nose pliers. I'm going to turn a little loop right at the end. Okay, and I'm not going to break its neck or anything. I'm just turning a little loop. And now I'm going to thread on my gemstone beads. So the gemstones, you can get 3 different ways. There's the sodalite, which is what I have in my hand. You can get the white jade or the amazonite, and any of them look really good. Okay, they all look really beautiful. So you want to thread your 3 beads on, and then you want to kind of go ahead and curve these into like a little triangle. Okay, and you really do kind of have to manipulate the wire to get it to go into that little triangle shape, but that's what you're going for. Okay, now we're gonna open up this loop with a pair of pliers. So we're just going to open, and then we want to thread on, or thread that loop rather, onto the long piece of our wire, and then we just want to close that back. Okay, now that's going to hold everything in place. Now all you want to do is you just want to hold your beads together. They do look like bluebird eggs. That's why I picked them. I thought they were very perfect. It was a perfect choice for bluebird eggs. All right, so now we're just going to take that wire and we are going to wrap around all 3 of our eggs. And I want to go over the top of that loop, because eventually we're going to cover up that loop. The gauge of wire I'm using is 22 gauge. All right, so I'm just going to twist my beads in my hand, just going around and around. And you can make your nest as thick or as thin as you want it to be. Just keep in mind, it is a bird's nest. It's very organic, does not have to be perfect. I don't go for perfection with my bird's nests. I like to keep them very messy. And as a matter of fact, if you wanted to make them even messier, you can crinkle your wire before you do your nest. You can even crinkle it as you go if you want to. So you've got options when it comes to the wire and kind of how you want your nest to look. You can alter it very much. So the question is, how long is the wire you're using for the bird's nest? So it's about 22 inches long. You really don't need a whole lot unless you want a really thick bird's nest, but 22 to 24 inches is going to be plenty for you. So going all the way around, and don't forget guys, you can grab the kits in the shop. So you can get the Sodalite, Amazonite, or the white jade for your little eggs. All right, so I've gone around and around and bundled up to make my nest. And now I'm going to take what's left. So I've got about 12 inches of, well, not 12 inches, it's probably more like 9 or 10 inches of wire left to bundle these together. Okay, so I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to find a spot between two of our beads. See an opening between two of our beads. I'm going to take the tail end of that wire and I'm going to go down through the center of that little section and pull. Okay, that wire is going to come from the back, now back around to the front, and I'm going to do the same thing again. So going down through that little section to the back, and I'm going to pull. And that's going to make a little wire wrap. That's what's going to bundle all of those wires together. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Oops. And I want mine, I'm kind of picky about the wire wrapping part. I want my wires to go in a certain spot. You, however, don't have to get all picky about it. Okay. 2 wraps is plenty. You can do 3 just, you know, just for extra security if you want to. 2, I'm going to take the wire, kind of guide it around to another opening between 2 beads. Same thing. I'm going to take that wire through the opening to the back and pull. I'm going to repeat. And then one more time to put a wrap right next to that one. And pull. Okay. So now I've secured my little nest in 2 places. I'm going to secure it one more time right here. So I'm going to guide the wire. And last time going between 2 beads to the back and bundling again with the wire wrap. Okay. All right, so I've bundled, I've got my little nest, it's ready to go, super cute. Now I'm going to come in with my cutter tool. I'm going to come to the back. I'm going to trim off the excess wire. And if you need to kind of tuck that in or push it down with your pliers, you can do that. But now we're ready to build the rest of our pendant. Okay, so we're going to hang this from our little bird pendant. And then we are also going to hang from that our little check glass leaf and our little crystal bead. Okay, so let's put that together really quickly. I'm going to take the crystal bead, I'm going to thread it onto a head pin. I'm going to go ahead and create a wrapped loop. So I'm grabbing the wire, I'm going to give it a bend. Come in with my round nose pliers. We're going up and over. Rotate those pliers, take the wire over. I'm going to switch hands, and then we are going to wire wrap in that space between our loop and the top of our bead about 3 times. And now we're going to trim off on the back. Get as close as you can with your cutter tool. And then you can always, you know, tuck your end in. I'm having trouble getting in there today with my cutter. Uh-oh. That did nothing. All right, trim that off, and then we're going to tuck that in. So that's being a little rebel today. Just don't want that edge to be poking out. All right, so now we're going to take a jump ring. Okay, we're going to open up a jump ring. I'm going to thread on our check glass leaf.
And I'm going to thread our little crystal bead to dangle right in the front of that. Okay. And I'm going to find a spot on my pendant here to run our jump ring through. And you might have to wiggle. This group is good at the wiggles though, so I'm not worried about that. And then you want to close your jump ring back. And now you've got your little leaf and your crystal hanging from the bottom. And now we want to attach this to our pendant. And if I actually probably should have used the larger jump ring for that, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. You've got a few different sizes of jump rings in your kit, so you really can kind of use whichever ones, you know, are gonna fit. I wanted to be sure you had plenty to choose from, so thread that on, and then I'm going to thread that onto the loop of our pendant and close that back. And it looks like I need to kind of move things around a little bit. I need to move my, might need to move my leaf over a little bit, but that's pretty much it. The most important part of this, more than anything, because you're going to be able to put this together however you want to with your jump rings and in between your spaces. But the most important part that I wanted you to be able to see again was the putting together of the bird's nest. Just because they're restocked in the shop and people, you know, people may have forgotten or have rebought these, repurchased them, and didn't know where to find the video for them. So we've redone. There are 3 different ones: Sodalite, White Jade, and goodness, what's the other one? Amazonite beads to choose from. And they all look very organic. Any of those 3 choices is going to look very organic and eggy, if you will. Perfect for spring. And then of course you just want to hang this from your chain, put you a jump ring right on the top of your pendant and hang it, and you're good to go. So yeah, we've fought with the internet today, but I still feel like I was able to show you guys a little refresher on our bird's nest and put together our cute little crown jewelry to celebrate ourselves and Mother's Day and all the mothers and grandmothers and queens and princesses in the world this weekend. All right, so I'm going to turn you around, show you what these look like hanging. I'll put the earrings on for you so you can see them, and then we will say our goodbyes before the internet loses its mind again, because I'm really worried about that. So Facebook's making me nervous today. I don't know what's up with that, but we made it. We made it through. We didn't let it stop us, right? All right, so I'll show you the antique brass crown earrings. I can't decide which ones are my favorites, the antique brass or the silver. I really love them both so much. So there is the antique brass. They're very, very pretty. They're not like huge. They're very lightweight, but they still have that touch of sparkle to them. You can't go wrong with pearls. And who doesn't need a crown in their life? Hello, I need a crown. If the crown fits, wear it. So there's the antique brass. Very, very pretty. And then here is the blue. I love the blue too. So really, I mean, I don't know. Are you a silver person or an antique brass person? Or maybe you're a both. Grab them both. You know you need them both in your life. They're very, very pretty. I'm telling you. So, so pretty. I'm telling you. What? I don't need to tell you. You can see. All right, and I'll show you what our, whoa! I'll show you guys what our crown necklace looks like hanging. Oh, well, I would. I just dropped it in the floor. Down into my seat here. All right, that's what I get for not putting the hardware on the ends of the chain, right? So the chain is very long. I'm just kind of holding it in place in the back, just so you know. So you get plenty of chain, but it's so elegant and so appropriate, I feel like, right? You've got your beautiful crown hanging, and you know, at first you look at it and you're like, what? It's a crown. I get it. And you've got your beautiful drop hanging from the crown. It's very simple, but sometimes that's all you need
to just be the finishing touch for your outfit or how you're feeling for the day, right? You've got your sparkle, you've got your crown, you've got your bases covered, right? For all the mamas out there. And you guys, I know that these projects won't get to you in time because I don't ship until Monday, but you can wear a crown any old time you want to, just saying. So, all right, guys, don't forget the bird's nest pendants. These are restocked in the shop as well in 3 different colors. So you've got these in the shop. There's a bunch of those. There are still the pearl bracelets, the gemstone bracelets with the leather and the charms. I've tried to keep those stocked because they sell out very, very quickly. So there are a few of those to choose from. And I can't think of what else is in there, but I know that the shop still has plenty of kits in stock. So if you are looking or you've been saving or waiting to grab your kits, this is probably going to be the weekend to go ahead and get them, because whatever is left over, I probably will not restock because I need to make some room to put in new kits, which I will be working on very, very soon. In fact, that's probably what I will be doing part of my weekend. I do want to give myself a break this weekend. I feel like I've earned it after the week that I've had. So yeah, that's it for me, you guys. Please, if you would like to shop from my shop, I encourage you to do so. If you do not want to, that is totally fine. I hope that I have inspired you at the very least to take a look at some of the things that are in your own stash so that you can recreate these things on your own, or take them, you know, and give your own spin to them. That is always my intentions for you guys and our time together. Let's see, anything else I need to say? Oh, if you would like to give to the Sara Ellis Designs Tip Jar, you can give to the Cash App or to PayPal directly if you want to. You do not ever need to feel obligated to do so. It is just a you know, a very welcomed thing if you do. So yeah, just, I don't know, I'm trying to cover all my bases here, thinking of things that I haven't said to you guys in a while. So, all right, I'll call it a day because I don't want to roll the dice too many times with Facebook, and I need Facebook to, you know, behave for me later this afternoon as well. So, or this evening at least. So for those of you who are part of the Hardwired group, I will be seeing you at 8 p.m. Eastern time for our question and answer session based on the project that we did earlier this week, and a little chit chat. So, yeah, that's what I got going on. I don't have a Michael's class this weekend, so I probably won't see the rest of you until next week on Tuesday. So please enjoy your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. Find some time to rest and relax, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.